No problem, thank you very much.
CatherineCorkery. CatherineCorkery here.
I know it doesn't look like I'm standing up, but I am. I have some copies of my testimony and then also testimony from two of our two members.
Yep, you can use that there. Yep.
And I actually want to bring up one. Thank you for taking my testimony. I will be brief. My name is CatherineCorkery. I'm from New Hampshire Sierra Club. We are, the New Hampshire Sierra Club has over 10,000 members and supporters in New Hampshire. And I appreciate that there is an amendment, but I did want to comment on the bill as introduced and the amendment for section 1. Well, for section 1 of the bill, there are definitions. The definitions include that windmill, that a large project is over 100 kilowatts. That would constitute one turbine. And one turbine does not equal large in my thought process. We have for section 2, and I know there is an amendment, but I wonder if it's necessary because of SB 99 that was passed last year. SB 99 says the Site Evaluation Committee shall adopt rules relative to criteria for the siting of energy facilities, including specific criteria to be applied in the determining of the requirements of RSA 162H16, Roman 4, B and C, and they also cite specifically which may include consideration of issues identified in attachment C of the 2008 final report, which is a weird way of citing wind guidance that was submitted to the Site Evaluation Committee. And so this is instructing, SB 99 instructed the Site Evaluation Committee to make rules for wind already. So I'm not sure if the amendment is necessary. It seems rather redundant. In addition, SB 99 also allocated funds from a number of very important energy funds, including the Systems Benefit Charge, the Renewable Energy Fund, and the important energy efficiency improvements for the state. And, you know, Sierra Club thinks that these programs are very important, and taking money away from those programs is not something that we're real fans of, but we understood the importance of making these rules, and we acquiesced to the idea in SB 99. And I really would be hesitant to encourage this committee to circumvent that process, especially when there's funds involved from other very needy, very important funds that would be used for that end. And for Roman 3, I think actually the testimony from Catherine Daly that I submitted, she actually did a really great job of talking about Roman 3 in her number 4 of her testimony. She wrote, the authority granted, pardon me, in Roman 3 grants too much and specifies too little to be of much use to either the PUC or the landowners claiming a reduction in their property values. Studies of the question whether wind turbines result in lower property values are inconsistent. A loss of property value is to be addressed, if a loss of property value is to be addressed as an issue in the siting of electric generating facilities, perhaps the Senate could apply the criteria to all electric facilities, not just wind facilities. In addition, the bill could address who has the burden of proving the loss of the property value. That's really not specified in the bill now. Property value directly attributed to the presence of an electrical generating facility, and should make clear that only loss of property value proven to be caused by the presence of an electrical generating facility is compensable. Requiring wind developers to provide a property value guarantee to affected landowners is simply too broad and general to be useful and would scare off any development. And I thought she did a good job at summarizing that. And back to Roman 3, and maybe I read it wrong, I just thought, or the original bill for Roman 3 does not indicate that there should be rules made. Maybe that's an addition that was overlooked. I know the sponsor had said that he said that there would be rules accompanying them. And then one last note about the Roman 2, and I apologize, I missed this one. If the amendment were passed, it would delay rulemaking, the current rulemaking, because here you're changing the statute that would affect future rulemaking, or rulemaking that's supposed to be happening now, and it just as a time, a very difficult thing to capture in time. This bill, if the amendment were to go forward, would conclude, by June, let's say, and the rulemaking process would have already started with the old statute. So there is a problem of time. And that's all. I'll conclude with that.
Any questions?
Thank you.
One question. In Senate Bill 99, the time period to draft the rules and all the public hearing portion, does that time period end
It is due.
December 31st?
It says
This year?
no later than January 1st, 2015, are the rules to be adopted. And maybe we should take a long time.
Right, so 6 months is not a long time. Okay. Thank you very much for your testimony. And Doug Patch.
He had to attend another hearing, but I believe he signed up to testify in favor of, on behalf of Wagner, is that correct?
Wagner Forest Management in opposition to the bill.
Okay.
That'll be in the record.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I may have missed someone that wanted to testify. So, is there anybody here that wishes to testify?
Yeah.